Hello guys, Sendou here again. Today what we're gonna talk about is starting the game. So when you think about starting the game, it's actually the only time in a game that every team is on an equal grounding, right? No one has special advantage, map control is non-existent for both teams. So this is a time that you really have to make a difference in the game. And I think many people from what I watch solo and I watch other parts aren't really taking full advantage of this. So I figured I'd make this video kinda explain my thinking on how to play out an open of a game. And I give you a couple options that you can choose from and a couple things to keep in mind. So first thing, I think the very first thing that you need to be mindful about is who's gonna be the first to get specials. So if you know that okay, you're looking in the map screen and you see that they have like H3 with all special charge up, then it's basically safe bet that they're gonna get armor before you do. And even weapons like Rapid Pro Deco actually get armor rather fast. So for me, even some maps I just go for the armor at the start. But if you are playing against a team that is going to get special before you, then you have to be able to do something before they get the special. Because when they do get the special, they rush you and there's no way you can survive that. So for me, the way I think about it is that, okay, if we know that they're gonna get special before us, we have to do something before that. We have to rush them. So let's think about the H3 spending their base. So normally it should be 3 versus 4 of our guys in the middle. But this is something you need to keep in mind and really play it aggressively, because if you just stall it and you kind of like play it safely, and they want to play it safely because they're waiting for the armor, then when the armor does come in, you're pretty screwed. So for me, it's like, let's rush them before they get the armor. We have the mana for this. They can advantage we can, because if we don't, then it's really not gonna work in your favor. Another thing for frontliners, I think pretty common mistake I see is that they aren't going to middle fast enough. Like when the match starts, you really need to go to the middle of the map fast, because that's normally the maps are designed in a way where middle of the map is easiest to hold, and then leading up to it there's a bit of struggle. So think about when I'm frontliner, I actually want to get probably like top of the kill dome is like a good example of position that's very dominant if you have to get there fast. And when I'm here, think about if I have like a boost on blaster, I can easily like get some kills here. But if I let them get there first, then you can see it's kind of hard for me to actually get the kills on guys standing on top of the formation here. So yeah, as a frontliner, you need to go in fast. Like that's, I think, mostly all the time you want to go in fast, and you want to take like top mid and get some kills if you can. Like not rush in, be mindful if they are getting a special or not, or if your teammates are getting special. But still, you have to be fast, and if you don't, then that's already a mistake in my mind. And another thing is that at the start of the game, another pretty common mistake I see, especially on Rainmaker and Lava Control, is that people are like picking up the objective like, oh my god, we pop it, let's pick it up, even before they even get one kill on the enemy team. So what happens then? I pick it up here, approximately here I get blown off, it's 3v4, my teammates die. Even if they don't die, then they have special advantage. As we know in Rainmaker DC, the way things work is that if you are leading, even if the lead is by 3 points, they're gonna get special advantage. So this is actually really bad. For me, I normally try to wait at least till the 2 of the enemy team are down, or maybe they are out of position. But we have something to actually make a proper push. A proper push is really like you have to be able to advance more than like 10 points or something. So maybe don't focus the objective the first thing. Honestly, kills are more important at the start of the game. Then again, in splat zones, it might be nice to paint the zone so you can you can do it in meanwhile. Like in splat zones, you always should take the zone if you can. In the remake DC, it's a bit different. And in clam blitz, mostly it's about getting the clams, getting the football early, because when you get the football, you get the special advantage. And yeah, just don't be too focused on the objective at the start. Honestly, focus the kills more. And for backliners, actually, I asked Brian what he thinks about this, because as you know, I'm not a backline player. So I asked Brian what he thinks about it. I'm just gonna read out what he sent me. So I asked him, if you have time, could you shortly explain what you keep in mind as backline when you start, assuming you aren't going for fast tinker. So that's right away one option, like we talked about, that it's definitely a viable option to go for early armor, early stingray, for example, and get the advantage in the middle of the map like that. But it's not the only way, and most of the time it's not the way to go anyway. It really is something you get with experience, that you know when you are supposed to go for armor or stingray early on and when you aren't. But yeah, Brian answered to my question. For the opening, it's a combination between standard spots and positions of the opponent, and sometimes also our frontline position. I usually go for the same spot, which is both safe and easiest for me to get opening kills or support our front line. However, if the position of the opponent allow it, I take a different side or even go more aggressive. It's also kind of mind game sometimes. It's likely I get an opening kill on left CPR, however, teams might not go to the left side and they might not be within my range, so I change my position based on that as well. So it really is, like Brian said, it's a lot about mind games for the weapons as well. And I guess the last thing I want to say is that always keep mindful about your teammates. You have to play off your teammates. You can't win any games yourself. You can't win at the start by yourself. Be mindful about what your actions do. Say, I'm gonna go for a flank at the start, then you have to be able to do the flank fast and get something out of it. Otherwise, the team is gonna get destroyed 3v4 in the middle of the map. Like if you are really like flank player who really loves flanking and making long flanks, and however your stupid teammates always die when you flank, well, it might just be that 3v4 is hard to win for your teammates. So always keep that in mind. And yeah, experiment what works best for you. But hopefully this video gave you at least some ideas, and I'm gonna keep making some new videos. But in the meanwhile, if you have comments or suggestions of what you would like to see, let me know. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching.